What's up, boys? We're back with some more of the Soulstone Survivors 1.0 release. Today we're going to try and build around this interesting rune that reduces your HP to 1, but gives you a bunch of damage stats. So to combine with that, we've got a big damage increase, but my health is reduced by 70%, bunch of legendaries every 25 levels because it's fun, and 50% of movement speed is added to my crit damage because it's my favorite rune. And then to try and cheese that, we're going for the Arcane Weaver. This guy has a buffing skill that creates a shield around you, which also returns damage based on the damage you've taken during that. So that will kind of allow me to get around the 1 HP. So let's go ahead and jump on into the Titan Hunt. There was a patch recently where they actually said they fixed the issue with the Lords of the Void you spawn here. So I guess we can try fighting them a bit more often. I'm not going to do it super early on because I have 1 HP and I need to actually get some skills. We're probably actually just going to grind some trash mobs for now and actually get some skills before we do any of the objectives here. So we're going to be going for basically all arcane and lasting stuff, and I think that will make it easier to get some of the tags for that stuff. I guess we can grab that. Don't really need to ban any of that stuff. Oh yeah, the passive thing here. You fill up the mana crystals and then you gain some buffs mainly focused on multicast, but a bit of damage and movement speed as well while that lasts. And if we get upgrades to the damage of the arcane shield thing, I believe, well, there it is. We actually want both of those. I don't think we need to use a lock here. We can just save that for some of the stat increases we want. We'll go ahead and grab that so I get my survivability. My damage is still going to be kind of bad until we actually get some more buffing and attacking going on though, but it's nice that we actually have some extra HP now. And when you increase the damage on that skill, I believe it increases the shield health. Although the damage per health is going up, so it might actually be that. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've used that skill. But we will be able to buff it up in some way by stacking that stuff. We'll go movement speed, since that also gives me crit damage here. Green multicast, sure.
That's what I needed.
And then arcane beam, that works. Arcane and lasting. Yeah, they said they reduced the HP and area of effect of the Shadows of the Void, which was one of the boss encounters that you could spawn here. I don't know the exact mechanics on when they were the regular Lords of the Void or the Shadows of the Void, but I think that probably was the one killing me. We can banish that since I don't want to lower my movement speed and then take the green there. Arcane power, we do want that for the extra multicast lasting arcane tags.
I feel the shift.
Do I really care about stacking all that stuff up? I feel like for a level up, those are generally pretty low value, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and banish the class-related stuff. Yeah, I guess we may as well get that out, and we can probably banish block power. I don't think I'm really going to be investing into that much. Although I don't mind getting some armor just to make our shield more effective. I don't think we want to keep any of these. We can just grab one of these arcane related things to help us out in the early game. The brittle debuff is pretty good, increasing all flat damage.
Fragment claimed. The Titan feels it too.
Blue crit chance. Green movement speed. I don't think we're going to keep any of these. We'll probably just grab that for some fragility for now and replace it later on. We're looking for Bloodlust and Might, and one other arcane lasting attack, I think. That'll give us a lot of different buffs and 2 different attacks that should scale nicely with all of those stats we'll be stacking. I don't think we need duration on that, so we can ban that. Arcane into Ice. That will eventually be useless, so we're not going to take that. I guess that might help save me every once in a while. Assuming it works with the shield, which I would think it should.
The hunt takes shape.
Toss a reroll, another one. Cast frequency. I think that's fine, since that'll help refresh it and improve our survivability quite a bit. And since it deals damage based on that... Okay, here's our other arcane lasting thing. We can grab that and probably get the ice thing out of here now. Since it also deals damage based on how much you blocked. Okay, so I do want to see exactly what that does for it. It also improves the damage, as I was saying. So 30 and 82. So 39 and 82. So it does improve the survivability. That's nice. Actually, let's just toss a reroll. Green area is fine.
Magic, shaped to purpose.
Oh, that is a big wall you can't actually run through, I think. Don't want to get stuck on that. We don't need any of these. We're just looking for some buffs now, I think. Toss a reroll, see if we can find something better. It actually is cool if you have the skill choices at the same time, since you can check those as well. But I think we will take the green movement speed.
I can feel the surge.
Green movements.
Void fragment collected. The Titan's fate is sealed.
Toss a reroll. Critical strike supply slow. We can grab a copy of that. No. Green cast speeds. And then one other thing I noticed is that you can actually reroll when you have the guaranteed legendaries to go for like 2 or 3 really good ones. So we can go like that, and damage of magic is extremely good. Those are okay, so we could reroll some more, but I'm fine getting some copies of that. Because the arcane shield is under that, that'll give some nice survivability as well. So we'll grab that first, and that's the only skill we're keeping here. We're actually replacing that eventually. So that's at 39, and then that brings it up to... Oh, that actually improved the damage per health. Huh. So I guess damage for like lasting and arcane stuff improves the damage per health, but potency of the buff influences the shield health? That's kind of weird. I thought they would be like the same thing for that. Attack speed is fine for either of those, but that's for everything, that's fine. Blue armor's fine.
Reality bends to me.
So I guess the only way we can actually scale the health on it then is through the specific skill upgrade for the potency of it. We can't actually get the big upgrades to like lasting and arcane damage. That just improves the Thorns effect, I guess. Nope. Plus some rerolls. Light Beam would be good, but that would be the same element as Might, which we definitely want. And then that would probably give us some holy upgrades, which I might not want.
Progress demands persistence. Bloody persistence. I will take the prize you leave.
Cast speed. So I think we can banish the mana crystals, and then I think we can banish the duration as well, and just focus on the cast speed on it. And then out of these, I would probably take the green armor. We're going to replace that eventually.
Power! Momentum is power. Keep moving.
Nope. Damage of frontal. We'll keep 2 of those, so that's fine.
Fragment claimed. The Titan feels it.
Area of lasting. That won't really affect the buffs, but Arcane Beam and Arcane Orb are both damaged, so that's fine. Oh, and the Thorns effect from the shield, actually. That'll improve it also. Toss a reroll, multicast a frontal. That's fine.
Perfect timing. Power aligns.
Nope. Potency of the Arcane Shield? Yup, we could use some more survivability. Toss a reroll. I think we can banish that and then just use cast speed for it. I do like the extra survivability on that though. Just try and make sure we can always have a fresh full HP shield if possible. Multicast. No. Potency or some XP. We haven't gotten any of that yet, so I should probably do some of that early on. Crit chance, also reroll. Crit chance. Nope. Damage of Arcane. So this is good, but I'm going to see what it does on that. 48 and 116. Yeah, that just improves the damage per health as well for the Arcane damage.
The way is open. Now the Titan's battle so begins.
That skill looks really cool though. The Arcane Conjuration just triggering huge arcane explosions everywhere. I'm gonna have to do a build with that at some point.
secured.
Potency, yup.
The hunt continues.
Exposed on hits, having a source of that for the stacking percent damage is very good. Ooh, we got an early treasure realm. So I'm level 43.
A gift? No, an invitation to fight.
Slow into disarray, that's very good. Random damage increase. Although, we do need a source of slow for that. Multicast, we're eventually replacing that, so this is junk. No. Nope. Area of empowering. That really only affects the arcane shield, which I don't think is actually very good. I think I'm going to banish that. Potency on that is pretty good in multicast, that's not bad. Crit chance. We have a copy of that, but more is always good, and I think it's better than survivability stuff. Man, it is really hard to find Bloodlust and Might. I guess I do have the arcane chance, but we kind of needed to get that early on. I'll grab a copy of that and then probably banish it later on. Green XP. So we're replacing that. Area is okay. Damage is pretty good. I guess we could grab both of those. Bloodlust. Ooh. I guess I'm going to lock that again and do that, since I get in some of those as I go through portals now anyways. And then we're replacing these two. We just got exposed. Neither of those apply that, so oh well. Area of effects. Area of effect of basically everything. Yeah, that's fine.
Gods!
So we just need Might now for a damage increase. Critical strike slow. We have a copy of that. I can probably just banish that then. It's a reroll. Potency, sure.
I'm in.
Green crit
Invincible.
damage. We really need to get rid of that. Frequency, I don't think so. We'll scale that up with regular cast speed. Amount of mana while infusion is active. Whatever, we'll grab a bit of that. Damage. Potency is fun though. Extra movement and cast speed on that.
Timing.
Movement speed.
Power alive.
Reroll movement. Potency is fine there. I'll say probably the crit chance there. Disarray. Man, that's a lot of levels. We'll go a bit more XP while we're in here. Reroll. Ooh, Might, there we go. And we'll have to get the Arcane Conjuration there, and I think that's everything I wanted. Lots of lasting stuff.
This
Green
what
Disarray.
legends...
Multicast, yup. That is better, right? I think that's 50% by default, so that would be 15%. So that's actually only slightly better at 20%, that's kind of funny. No, oh right, we got everything I wanted. Movement. Blue damage. My god, that's a lot of levels. Even more.
Magic, shaped to purpose.
Potency is good. We don't have any banishes left, we'll probably just grab that. My god, I got like over 30 levels there, that's crazy.
Even this burning waste is corrupted with darkness.
So what are our buffs at now? 79 damage blocked, 200 per damage per health. That's like a few thousand, I think? Not actually that much. 150 multicast, 31 and 62, and 55 there with 2 lasting arcane damage spells.
Momentum is power. Keep moving.
Arcane into Holy. That is really bad, actually. That doesn't even do anything. I need more banishes. So that's useless. Bloodlust and Might. That's actually not terrible for only 2 different things. But the rest of them here are junk, so I think we're going to do some rerolls here. Arcane into Chaos is bad. That's really the only good one here. That's good. Those are fine. We have enough locks. I guess we could go for all of these.
Reality bends
If
to
you
me.
go for 3 of them over just 2, it takes you an extra 2 locks, so it's a lot more
Progress demands
expensive.
persistence.
But since I get some of them now with one of the basic runes, I think that's fine. Cast, yep.
I am power incarnate. Fragment claimed. The
Toss a reroll, multicast of Arcane, that's fine.
Titan feels it too.
Multicast of Arcane Orb, that's fine. Oh, I actually probably shouldn't have done that, just in case they're still insane. Potency of Bloodlust is very good.
This is power.
No, I'm gonna toss a reroll there. Slow into Disarray is pretty good. That's decent. Movement speed. Movement speed.
That's what I need.
Cast
Did-
speed.
Step by step, the hunt takes shape.
We have a copy of that. I can toss a reroll here, try and find something higher rarity, cast speed. Just one skill isn't the greatest, but oh well. Alright, getting kinda crazy with the mana thing active now. Multicast of Arcane. I think that's actually better if they're close in rarity. Potency of Bloodlust is super good with the movement and the crit damage thing.
Such a precious mineral. And probably trouble.
Oh yeah, there's apparently also diminishing returns on multicast. It's something like 100% will give you 1 extra spell, and then like 250% will get you 2 extra, or something like that. And it keeps getting worse and worse. Most stats just scale linearly. Damage on Arcane's pretty good.
Perfect timing. Power alone.
Damage. Potency.
Progress demands persistence.
Just
Bloody
almost ran into
persistence.
that, although Arcane Shield would actually block all of that.
The Titan waits. Let's grate it properly, shall we?
79 damage each. Volcano!
Through the Dawnstone we ascend.
Okay, so having a Source of Shattered is very good. That will keep stacking up reduced armor on them. That's what I was looking for here.
Even in the deepest dark, the arcane shines through.
Let's not mess with the purple Void Lords just in case. I have PTSD from just insane fights from them. Yeah, we'll probably take the highest rarity for something pretty useful here.
Momentum is power. Keep moving.
Potency? Toss a reroll, try and find some higher rarity stuff. Not really. Ooh, Bloodlust Potency, my favorites. Arcane into Chaos. Having one copy of that currently would kind of help, so I guess that's fine.
This
That
is
alone
power.
should give me 100% uptime on Bloodlust. So between these two, I guess we'll probably just take the purple.
Fragment.
Try and find some higher rarity stuff. That's strong. Potency is good though.
Claimed. The Titan feels it too.
Ooh, Bloodlust.
Step by step, the heart
I think the crits here.
takes shape.
I'm fine with the blue armor, but actually buff potency is generally worth like 1 or 2 rarities higher, so I think that's actually better. As long as you're getting 100% uptime on them, those ones are extremely good.
Progress demands persistence.
So this is pretty good. That's decent. I'm fine with these, I think.
Bloody persistence. Void fragment collected. The Titan's fate sealed.
Ooh, Bloodlust. I think we will take that though. It's already getting kind of hard to control my character because of the kind of weird movement in this game. It's like momentum based, I guess, where it takes a little bit for your character to get started or to change directions. Duration, no. The skill chain will keep that up already. Crit damage, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Fragment claimed.
More survivability,
The Titan
might potency, good
feels it too.
chance.
The way is open. Now the Titan's battle so begins. The Titan blood flows. Good, but
Slow into brittle. I think that's what I wanted. We gave up the snow. Arcane Beam has it built in, so we don't actually need that. I don't remember if there's anything else good here. I think that's fine anyways.
press on. Even in the deepest dark, the arcane shines true.
Basically, you want at least one copy of all of the really good debuffs like brittle and crit damage, stuff like that. And then you can still scale those up through like cast speed and multicast and all. Arcane and Chaos, we don't need any more of that. Probably go for one of the global upgrades.
I feel the shift.
Area.
Fragment claim.
Ooh, potency for either of those. Oh, wait, that's duration.
The Titan. Was it two?
Those are both lords, although they do seem to be fine now.
Balance shifts in my favor. Progress demands
Potency, bloodlust potency, crit chance. Cast speeds.
Step by step, the hunt takes shape.
Cast speeds. Potency, yep. So that's very good. The other ones are okay, not great. Let's toss some rerolls there. That's good. Those are not the greatest. I guess we could spend some locks to do it like this, right? We could lock that and then reroll, and then we would have to spend even more locks. But those are pretty good, so you can do it like this. Very expensive on the locks, but you can get some pretty high value out of that.
Void fragment collected. The Titan's fate is sealed.
Bloodlust. Don't really need duration on that. Potency, yup.
Such a precious mineral. And probably trouble.
Yeah. Potency is the best there.
Power surges!
Ooh, bloodlust. Yup. Potency there. XP. Movement speed.
Momentum is
No,
power.
it's complete overkill now.
treat it properly, shall we?
Nope, cast speed it is.
Perfect timing. Power aligns.
I'm so fast, a lot of the time they won't even try to cast on me. Arcane, that should be better.
But the hunt continues.
Haste or disarray into disoriented. So we don't have a source of that. That should be some decent crit damage. Although I think disoriented is actually additive with the character stats, which will already be pretty high with my movement speed. And that also increases my crit damage. So I guess those kind of do the same thing. This gives me some movement speed as well.
This is what legends spoke of. The Titan's blood is mine.
I don't think dashing even speeds me up any. I'm not going anywhere.
Balance must be restored. So begins the final battle.
Damage of lasting. Those are both solid. We actually do have a ton of blocks. I guess we could do that. As long as I'm not at a breakpoint of 25, which is one level off. Since we'll get the legends at that point anyways. Well. Oh, that's area actually. I don't think that's quite as important now. We have a good amount of that already. I'll go for the damage. And then that's junk. That's pretty good. That's okay. We can lock that and toss a reroll. I think I'm fine with that. Oh, that's actually kind of nice as well. It might help on the boss here. We can do it like that.
Oh gods, I'm invincible!
Just try and maximize my chances for the Void Hunter here.
Piece by piece, the seal weakens. I can feel it.
None of those are great. That's very good, actually. Don't think either of those matters too much. Just go for the global upgrade there. Ooh, bloodless potency.
Power surges! One fragment secured. Soon, all will collapse.
I don't feel like we need area that much. Probably just go for the cast speed, and again. We have that already. Potency on that's decent. Potency.
Void stirs. Fragments gathered. I can sense my destiny ahead. For the Dawnstone.
Oh yeah, I think in the patch they actually reduced some of the size of the damage over time areas that some of these guys leave. They were really silly before. They would cut off like 80% of the entire arena at some point in the fight. So, nice changes all around, I feel like. Damage of physical for those two is quite good. That's okay. We don't really need to lock that.
I am power incarnate.
Good chance. Bloodlust potency. Not really. That's fine. Either of those is fine. It's funnier.
That's what I needed.
Is movement speed what you needed though? I can already barely control my character. Somehow that hit me even though I dashed out of it. Oh, there might have been a dog on the ground actually, since he is the Houndmaster. I wasn't really watching those guys. Ooh, Bloodlust. Damage but moves slower. I don't feel like either of those is that good. Let's see what else there is. Ooh, movement speed. Actually, big cast frequency. I guess it's not really that much when we get 314 from just that. Movement speed it is.
Perfect timing. Power aligns. The sigil awakens. Balance demands the rest. Even this burning waste is corrupted with darkness. Step by step, the hunt takes shape.
So that's at 97. Kind of wish we could have done a bit more for that. Cast frequency helps a little bit.
Momentum is power. Keep moving.
Damage of area. That's actually very good. Bloodlust might and arcane power. Yeah, that's actually crazy. Toss a reroll potency. That's useless, that's good, that's very good. So do I want to reroll for that? I do have a ton of blocks, and I'm out of revive, so I'm probably going to die soon anyways. This is insanely expensive though.
Oh gods, I'm invincible! Progress demands persistence.
I think invincible might be getting a little bit ahead of yourself.
Bloody persistence. Void fragment collected. The Titan's fate.
That's useless now. Powering, that's very good. That's useless.
Sealed. This is true power. Fragment claimed.
Potency.
The Titan feels it too.
Oh, how much damage has that actually done? Compared to Arcane Orb, it's terrible. Yeah, but I am trying to avoid as much damage as possible. So Mana Beam is the artifact thing, I think. That's actually pretty solid. Pretty close to the other thing, but that's applying a lot of Brittle, which buffs everything up a lot. Good chance.
This is what legends spoke of.
No. Potency.
Momentum is power. Keep moving.
Potency.
Such a precious man. And probably trouble.
Nope. We have that. That's decent, that's useless.
Reality bends to me.
I don't think that really helps me much. Cast frequency for the shield. Potency, yup.
Progress demands persistence. Bloody persistence. The way is open. Now the Titan's battle so begins.
Disarray. Oh, volcano! Don't run into that. I dashed out of that, and it blasted me. No. Well, we still beat the run, but we died to the second loop. Still an interesting build. I guess we needed a bit more shield health on the Arcane shield. I think I took basically all the potency for it though. And I thought that the damage upgrades for like lasting and Arcane would improve the shield health for that, but they unfortunately only improved the damage ratio. So it didn't end up being as good as I was thinking it would. Just improved the damage, which wasn't super useful. We had the 2 arcane lasting damage skills, and then a bunch of lasting buffs. 192, 384, 345, 535 there. But we kind of made the 1 HP thing work. Probably could have gone a little bit further if I played a bit better, but it was hard to control my character at that point. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.